Hey, how's it going, guys? It is the Modded Gamer, or TMG for short. Going to be playing as efficiently as possible some Schedule 1 to show you what I know in just 10 hours of gameplay, as well as a couple little YouTube tutorials and some Reddit posts of the like. So let's start up a new game. This is my first save file. As you can see, net worth is really low, so I definitely did not do much, but I did something. We're gonna skip the prologue, and we're gonna do the mod. We're gonna name it Mod Sauce. Let's begin. So the goal of this series is to pretty much show you guys what I know while also enjoying the game myself. There's going to be a lot of things I don't know, so please feel free to comment if there's something I do not understand or know. But let's get started. We're going to skip all this fun stuff. Alright, so we're going to make our character real quick. We're going to make it as janky as possible. Purple hair, give him a pout. Yeah, let's give him a goatee. Why the heck not? He's already blazing. No shirt. Purple jeans, black sneakers. Let's get it. Let's get it. Alright, so first things first, when we spawn into the camper van, is we're gonna progress the quest line on the top left here as very little as possible, because we want to abuse the fact that we have this setup here. So what we're gonna do is, it looks like we need some water. If you hold shift and left click, you take the whole stack of an item, or if you do shift and right click, you do one individual. Fill up the water. Let's water these plants up. And then while they grow, we're going to progress the quest a little bit. It's very important that we do not collect all the little stashes from our uncle. So let's go ahead and do that. Read the message. It's nearest payphone. So you see these stashes on the left hand side. We're going to collect 2 out of the 3. It's safe to collect a couple of them. So like I said, shift left click will do the full stack. And then if you do shift right click, you're going to get some of it. So in this case, it'd be 100. So now that we got the 2 stashes, we're not going to get the supermarket stash, because if we do, the RV is going to explode. So we're going to try to get a head start before the RV explodes. So hopefully by now the plants are close to done. So let's see. So we have 94% and 74%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here for a sec, wait for these to grow. Actually, you know what? I lied. We're not doing that. I just remembered that we can go to the basketball court, get a baseball bat, and we can do our first steps to tomfoolery. So let's get that done. I'm just gonna keep running. Unfortunately, the basketball court's all the way across the map, but it's the only way to get a free bat. And then now that I'm doing a new playthrough as well, the pawn shop should be working. This is post pawn shop, post worker update. So with the baseball bat, you can go to these Cuke machines, hold left click, and just whack the machines for some extra money. Same with the ATMs, but I'm gonna keep that one there to be close to the hardware store. But I'll show you an ATM here in a second. Let me get to one. I'm gonna keep that one as well because it's right next to the motel. Got a couple bucks. Sorry, man. kooks out. But this, on the other hand, smash it, get a couple bucks. So on average, you get 20 to possibly like $30, maybe 50 on a good machine. So we're gonna go around collecting a couple of this, get a little bit of, yeah, see, so like this was like I think like 60 bucks. That's gnarly. Kook machine, only $10. That machine didn't make no money. Let's see, there should be another ATM right here. And just do keep in mind, if the cops catch you bashing an ATM, you will get in trouble. So let's try to avoid some cops while we're at it. Alright, I think there's, yep, kook machine here, and then an ATM, and then our plants should be grown by the time we come back. And then to convert, to save some inventory space, we're going to discard the bat. Alright, so let's keep on moving. It is a little late, but I do want to point out, shout out to Cowboy for inspiring me on doing this this efficient playthrough. I guess without that little inspiration, I probably wouldn't have filmed this video and posted it. So now that we have our 19 OG Kush, we're going to go ahead and package as much as we can. So right now, since we only have baggies, we can only do one at a time. But when it comes to jars, you can right click, as you can see that little circle. That means you can grab up to like 3 to 5 nugs at a time and put it all in a container at once. If you do move too fast though, they will fall, but that's beside the point. So now we got the packaging station. We'll take the storage. We're going to discard the watering can. We could do without a watering can. We could buy another one. And then from here, we're just going to hold empty-handed, right-click the light, grab the racks, and then hold right-click for the pots. Now that we have everything, we can progress the quest. So I want to thank you guys if you've stuck around this far. Definitely something new for me. I'm hoping that as this series progresses, 1, the gameplay becomes more fun, 2, I get better as a content creator, and 3, you guys are enjoying it with me. This is something I've never done before, so any feedback is greatly appreciated in the comments, such as any sound, video, or ideas that you would like to see. That would be greatly appreciated. So now that we got the last stash, we're going to head towards the RV. Boom. There it is. So now, if you would have done the quest before collecting, you know, waiting for the seeds to grow and collecting all this, all of that would have been destroyed, and we would have started from ground zero with probably the clippers and the watering can. So we're going to get back. We're going to read the note. Hopefully that note indicates some cartel shenanigans in a later update. That would be cool. So let's go to a payphone and talk to Uncle Nelson. Okay, cool. Ooh, now we get to rent out the motel. Oh, I missed that ATM. That's unfortunate. But yeah, so my Steam account as of now only has 10 hours of playtime. So I'm definitely not like a seasoned veteran or anything like that, but I definitely do have like an idea. I like to rent a room. Well, that's cheap. Alright, so I got the room. What I'm gonna do is place this for now. I'm gonna take, it contains trash, that's unfortunate. We're gonna put these here. Set this up. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna do one spot over just to make it somewhat compact. Actually, we'll do one more spot so I can get to that trash can. I do want to move that trash can. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the TV and immediately go to the pawn shop to get a little extra money from the TV. So he's got 170. We're gonna see if we can get at least 200 for it. So we got lucky and we got 200 bucks for the TV. That's perfect. Apologies, I had to sneeze. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to cut as minimal as possible until it gets to the really boring waiting part. Then I'll probably do some cuts, wait for things to grow and whatnot. So we're gonna go to the hardware store. So the hardware store is card only. So we're gonna need to deposit some cash into the ATM here soon. Do watering can, 2 soil, and then we're gonna do we'll do 20 baggies, which is a stack. So then so what I just did there was I was nice to the to Dan. So if you just, he'll laugh it up if you tell him you're a drug dealer, and then he'll give you the speed grow. Speed grow is really good if you're trying to get some quick product if you're in a pinch, but ideally, we probably won't be using it because we do want higher quality products. So now we're going to pour the soil. Shake. And no, shaking it does not do anything. I just do it because it looks funny. But let's see. So now I'm going to water these, I think. No, actually, let's wait to the payphones so we can talk to Nelson. So now we got Albert Hoover, who's going to be our weed seed supplier. I'm going to order 4 so we can have two batches. And while we wait for Albert, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this product that I have in my hand, and I'm going to go around and offer free samples to the citizens in hopes to get some more customers before I get the new weed seeds. No one's in there. So for those who don't know, each minute in game is roughly a second. And then each hour is about a minute. Okay. He didn't want any. This door. Where's Peter file? Hello? Okay, well, he's not there yet. We can probably talk to Miss Name. Nope, we don't have her connection. So let's look at the map real quick. Let's look at our contacts. Who do we have access to? We'll need Chloe Bowers, Geraldine Poon, Donna Martin, Peter file. So let's look at the map. Well, you look at that. There's Peter file right over there. What's up, buddy? If right click, we don't have to stand next to him while he does that. We'll just know on the top of, like that. And if nothing pops up, then that means he didn't like it. We'll have to try again tomorrow. So let's look at the map. Who else are we looking for? There's Ludwig Meyer. Everyone else is over there. Looks like the cops are out. Curfew's almost there. This is Chloe. Oh, it's Chloe. 75% chance. Let's roll the dice. It's not curfew yet, so we're gonna. Nope. Kevin is from downtown, I believe. Yep, and that's the docks. So there's a couple of NPCs that walk around that we don't have access to yet. Okay, mandatory curfew starting soon. Here's the dead drop. Grab that. So Chloe didn't like it. That's why we didn't see anything. but let's go to Miss Donna at the office. Free sample. Okay. Cool, we got Miss Donna. It's Peter. Blaze out of his brain. There's Ludwig. Alright, let's see. What else we got? Who else we got? We got Peggy. Oh, so now we can do Miss Ming. And then if we keep going. Okay, so Miss Ming did not like that go around. We'll have to wait till tomorrow. Knock on this door. There's Peggy. That's 63% chance. That's an even lower chance. Oh, we got it. That's awesome. Alright, let's see what we got. Beth Penn. Okay. Oh, we have Geraldine Poon is a good one too. So Geraldine, at least in my previous playthrough, that man buys it bulk. So we're gonna try to get Mr. Geraldine here. Or Geraldine. I don't know. Gerald. We're gonna call him Gerald. I think he's in this building. Yeah. That's a pretty high chance of success. Alright. So who else do we got? We just got these three. So we're going to try Beth Penn. And then tomorrow we'll do Miss Ming and Chloe Bowers. Oh, Beth's not here. There you are. Oh, this is Peter file. Alright, so we got Beth. Perfect. So now let's progress the quest. A and D to rotate the items in this minigame. Okay. And before we go to bed, let's make sure these are all watered and so not too much selling the first day, which isn't ideal, but that's all right. We're gonna go to products. We have OG Kush, 38. I'm gonna list it for 45. List for sale. I already bought 10 baggies. So Jesse Waters wants 3 OG Kush. So in the beginning, I'm going to take all the deals I can get as is, but as you play, the customers will earn more money, so you will be able to haggle for a little bit more product to make it a little easier to sell. So like 3 OG Kush is 3 little baggies, but like in the future, I could haggle her up to 5 and do a jar, and then instead of having so many little baggies taking up inventory space, we can condense it by 5 in jars. So now, let's grab some baggies, put it in the packing station, which we do have to move the packing station here in a second. This is the very fun part, the bagging. So again, this is all the product from the RV. So we're still on some house money, which is nice. We're gonna put the lamp somewhere, just not here. The bed, we're gonna move it here. Lamp's gonna go here in this corner. This. I think the storage I do want to move. Oh no. No, we missed out on a deal. Oh, crap. That was not ideal. Oh. Curses. Oh well. Let's just harvest more of this plant. And like I said, A and D to rotate the plant if you can't get to a specific bud. There you are. Just gonna package this and wait for some text messages to come in because we messed that up big time. Messed that up big time. I will be cutting this playthrough in a couple segments, so I guess it's comfortably to say this is episode 1, which I think is pretty good. I think we're doing a pretty good job for episode 1. But I would like to at least complete this first deal. But first, let's grab that trash bag from the hardware store. And while we're at it, let's deposit some cash so we can buy stuff from the hardware store. Do 500. So we have a weekly deposit limit of $10,000. This is gonna be more important as we progress through the game. But as you can see, it's Tuesday, so around Sunday is when I'm gonna try to deposit as much money as I can, and then we'll roll over. So 3 OG. We're just gonna do it now just so we can get this deal out of the way. I like to do my deals in late night because at late night, until this gets fixed, your deals don't expire as long as you don't sleep like I did, and you also get a bonus to how much you make because of the curfew. It's called a curfew bonus. So we're going to purchase something. I do 2 more pieces of soil, and then we're going to buy a trash bag and the trash nabber just to make it easier on ourselves. So the trash nabber just allows us to go up, pick up trash really easily. If you do need some extra cash, you can pick up these really big items. Don't worry about cigarette butts or anything like that nature, but like these big items. You can go over to these green machines, open it up, hold left click to empty your little trash picker, then press this button to get a couple bucks. So if you, for some reason, end up messing up a little bit, you can go ahead and collect some trash for some cash. Alright, so let's go and bag this up. And so trash bags, if you put it in these dumpsters, they will despawn, guaranteed. Oh. I have Kyle Cooley at the skate park in an hour. So while we wait for Kyle, let's put this away. Grab these. See what I'm saying? These guys want this stuff. Alright, so these are going to be our 3 deals, which is going to be good. Let's pour some water before we go ahead and do those. And right now, I'm going to be taking the deals as is, but as I get more things to do and unlock more things to do, I will be waiting until late night. So right here, he wants 4 OG for 220. I'm going to counter and give him 5 for 240. And that should be good enough to where he's not hard pressed about it. But if you raise the price too much, they will decline you. So we have 17 minutes, which is in real time 17 seconds. I'm just going to wait here for a second because they're really close by. The skate park and the motel is like right here. Yep, so here they are. So I'm going to try to arrive early, because you can also get a bonus for being early. Shift right click to do one at a time. See, quick delivery bonus. So we're gonna go right here, talk to Peter, wait for him to get in position because he won't talk to you otherwise. Complete deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. So we just got another $24 for the quick delivery bonus. Alright. So I've unlocked 12 customers. That just reminded me, I'm gonna go talk to Miss Ming and Chloe Bowers to get to hopefully win them over as our clients. Let's quickly run over. We have just enough money to buy the sweatshop or the little 1-bedroom studio. Well, it's not even a bedroom, it's a studio. So we got, where's Chloe? I passed her. She's working the mini mart. I forgot. That's an interesting character. All right, let's go here. Free sample, please. 75%. All right, so I'm going to show you what happens when they ask to body search you. You can hold left click to conceal it, and then that's it. I don't see it. All right. So now let's go to Miss Ming. Hopefully we can get her as a client. That would be great. Come on. There we go. Now I want to buy the room. And then now I'm going to crouch. Oh, I did not mean to do that. No. No. Oh, this sucks. This is not good. I did not want to punch Miss Ming. Come on. So if you crouch behind an NPC, you'll be able to pickpocket them. She's very upset right now. So while we wait for her to not be so mad, we're gonna go 7 OG for 380. Yeah, we're gonna do that late night because we're actually gonna do some stuff first. Ludwig, 1 OG late night. Alright, so I missed. But my attempt there was to pickpocket my $800 back. That was a failure. Please, Miss Ming, don't hit me. I'm sorry. And so what I just did there, I did not explain this properly, is whenever you go up an incline, if you spam spacebar, you're going to jump higher, a little higher, not a whole lot, but like if you chain it, like I just did, like that, you can get some serious airtime. All right, Peggy Myers, we're gonna counter offer 5 OG for 225. Late night. All right, so let's start cooking. So let's see the plants, because we do have to move everything to the other room so to progress this quest. Plants are at 78%, 79%. 3 for 155 is fine. So I'm going to wait for the plants to grow, and then I'll come back when we're ready to do deals and we're ready to move everything over to the motel. All right, so as you could see, after a little bit of waiting, a little bit of tidying up, I was able to bag up all the product that we have and pick up the packaging station and our planters. So we're just waiting here for our deals to come through, and as we were waiting, there's another couple deals that come in. We're going to accept them for late night. We're going to do all these deals. Got quite a lot going on. Our very popular guy. So in just about 40 seconds or so, we're going to go out. Excuse me. We're going to go out and get this product moving. But while we wait, since we have so little time left, this is Ludwig. We can kind of come in early, so we're gonna see that we got a curfew bonus, and depending on how much money you make, run away. That was close. That was very close. Very risky. Let's go ahead and just start making some deals. Familiarity around the map is ideal, as it'll make things much faster for you. But in one night we can make almost $1,000, which is going to be really great for our next plan. We got our big spender right here. Right, let's go to Peggy. So the barber shop is such a sketchy area to really do a deal this late, because if you remember from earlier in the episode, the barber shop has those two cops staring right at it. And the NPC that we need to talk to is right over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk around the slop shop. And then we're going to hide through here. Run in. And crouch behind this tree. And we should be able to complete the deal. And there we go. That's all deals. Our object permanence is not very good, so I'm just gonna do that. So we still have a good bit of product. Now let's move all this stuff over to the sweatshop. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to put all this stuff in here. Turn on the light so it's not so dark. And pretty much, I want you guys to know that I appreciate every one of you. We're going to, in between episodes, we're going to go through and see how we want to progress through this this playthrough. And if you guys have any, and we'll go from there. I don't want to go the, I don't want to go the Kush route or the Bud route, because I feel like that's been a little overplayed. So we might take the Crystal route, because there's a natural progression to everything anyway, so I do have to unlock Crystal regardless. So I'm going to be doing some bud growing for a little while. But I do have some ideas, so now we just have to keep dealing, making sure we're friendly with some people. Chloe is still not our client, so let's go see if we can make Chloe a client before we sign off and start the next episode. Come here, Chloe. Come on. There we go. That should be the last customer outside the dealer. So we just need to get friendly with a couple of these people, but we'll start working on that next episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to comment down below. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see some more, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Take it easy.